Ladies and gentlemen, before we get this episode going, we'd like to ask you to go over to the YouTubes or wherever you are finding us and talking to us. Hit like, subscribe, follow, whatever you do on your platform that you're on. It helps us help you support yourself. Wait, I don't know what the fuck I just said. Did I have a stroke? Maybe. How you doing, Ed?
I'm alright, man. How are you? Okay. Jesus.
I can smell fucking burnt toast. I don't know. Could be a bit fucking skeptical.
Oh my god. Oh fucking hell.
It just looks like Griff's down in a VB when he Oh fuck.
Oh fucking hell. Oh shit.
What a start.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, like I thought the pod we did earlier was like, you know, gonna be the most I laughed today. Fucking hell. Griff's already just like smacked it out of the park.
We're a minute 30 in. The Froome hate
off
on
the
him.
rails.
Yeah, not bad, boys, not bad.
As
you just said, you've been working some fucking absolutely killer days the past couple of days, so it's an absolute fucking mammoth effort to have him in here. So everybody better be massively appreciative.
Well, they fucking better be.
Oh,
They better be, if that's for sure.
Hasn't even had time to get out of the work uniform, just straight from the fluoro. It's always on the grind.
Straight in. There's no fucking around.
Work, fucking Savi, you know, work, family shit, fucking home for dinner, straight on the pub with the boys.
You can't stop the man.
Changes out of his work fluoro, gets into his pod fluoro.
Yeah.
Should just get one made up with a
It's the eggplant on the fucker. It'd be fucking fire.
Yeah, that's not actually a bad idea, eh?
I'm actually so about that. If that's our first run of shirts, I'm so fucking about it.
100%.
Dude,
Well, actually,
there's no excuses. You can rock them anywhere. Just rock them to work.
have you seen those
work shirts? So I'll just fucking start rocking my own pod one, and we might change his fucking mind about giving me a uniform.
Yeah, fucking know.
pink still high vis?
Fucking
yeah. I don't mind the pink high vis though. Like, it's not for me. I wouldn't wear it, but you know, if you can rock it, fuck yeah.
Well, I mean, speaking of things that just aren't for us, Griff, why don't we roll into our first topic here? That we are. Let's preface this by saying that this news came out yesterday, I believe it was, that everything was officially announced.
Well, I mean, the news came out like a week ago, to be fair.
I believe it was about 12 days ago, maybe even 2 weeks, as far as I'm concerned.
There might be 2 prediction wizards in this fucking bad boy from now on.
Oh, there could be. He might be fighting for your title there for him.
I think I'm coming for him. I'm coming for the belt for him.
So do you know exactly what we're talking about for him? The whole like Prime and UFC collaboration that's going on?
Oh, I've seen like a thing with Logan Paul signing something, but I ain't like looked too much into it.
Yeah. So,
well, so Griff's gonna be the deals prediction wizard.
might have to be. Might have to be.
Who's signing where?
Oh. I don't know just yet. Like I've burnt out all my resources just with the Prime deal.
Just a really violent Australian Bernie Madoff.
Is he related to Adolf? No relation.
I mean, close enough in character, but no, probably no relation.
So top bloke.
No, not a top bloke. Not at all. No. Absolute filthy human.
Fucking animal.
But you know, kind of fits the topic that we're talking about now.
Speaking of fucking filthy humans, Logan Paul, bro. How do they give him? Well, how does Dana give him a shot? Like, oh yeah, you're just scamming a bunch of people and doing bad shit.
Your brother is literally fucking like trying to destroy my business at every turn. Here,
yeah, what?
You like what?
I seen Jake came out with something afterwards. I didn't watch the video. I didn't have time to watch the video, but I just seen there was something. I should have probably watched it.
Well, let me make this point.
I'm wondering why the fuck I'm bouncing around like a fuck. It's this little.
We got the miles.
The other little podcast mascot.
Going, what the fuck? What the fuck's he doing? It's just me pup annoying the shit out of me.
Just Marley doing Marley things.
Get him, Miles. But the point that I was going to make is it's interesting that you brought up the fact that he signs Logan while Jake is actively trying to destroy his business or, make him look like a bad person. Do you think it's maybe like, obviously it's a good business tactic, otherwise Dana's not going to go for it, but do you think that potentially it's a tactic of like, oh, well, like if you're going to keep fucking with me, then I'll literally sign your brother to a fucking multi-million, potentially billion-dollar fucking partnership with his company that he's trying to like build. So, now you have to have something to do with me.
I feel like Logan and Jake are like far enough apart where Jake will just be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm still doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They're fucking strange brothers.
There probably is like that point of view from Dana, and like, I don't know, Logan's probably just signed it for the money, really.
Yeah,
like you can imagine. I haven't seen any figures yet, but you can imagine it's quite a large deal.
Yeah, but like, I suppose Jake's only trying to badmouth the company to get the fighters what they deserve, I suppose.
Yeah, he is doing it for the right cause.
I suppose it doesn't seem like he has a problem with the company or like anything like that. It's just like give the men what they're entitled to.
Yes, it's not to say that if it was anybody different, then he would not be saying this. It's not he just specifically hates Dana. It's just Dana's the head of the company and he's doing it wrong.
Yeah, and they're the biggest company in the world.
Exactly.
I feel like him and Dana have some beef. There was that whole Coke thing for a while.
I feel like
a funny beef, to be honest.
Him and Dana like make out like they're like enemies in public and then meet up at a hotel every couple of months and just like bang it out.
Just fucking flip on in. Was that Jake and Dana or Logan and Dana?
Yeah, Jake and Dana. And then Jake just like massages his head afterwards while Dana lays on his chest.
Rubs it like a catto.
Yeah. Like Mr. Bigglesworth. But let's just like talk about the actual like some just weird parts about the fucking deal. So I seen somebody comment saying that
they're gonna make fighters drink cat piss after a fight. That's fucking disgusting.
No. So it like in reality, it's actually worse. So think about somebody like Paul Bruce Buffer who now, so like there's apparently not a red corner and a blue corner in the UFC anymore. They're called prime rehydration zones.
I hate everything about that. Hey.
Yes. Why?
Like we just have a red and blue corner in combat sports. It's what we do. Boxing has a red and a blue corner. UFC has a red and blue corner. I'm pretty sure like kickboxing have a red and a blue corner. It's just what you do. You don't fucking have prime rehydrate. Fucking fuck off.
The boxers are going back to the when you're watching a Canelo fight, they're going back to the Tecate hydration corner, and there's fucking
giving him beer. Just getting them pissed. Fucking
can you imagine if that was just like standard practice kind of thing? You're watching some Australian events, just like in the 4X rehydration corner. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So
Bruce over there in the VB rehydration corner at the moment.
When does the deal actually start? Is it like
I'm not exactly they're signing paperwork, so I feel like it's pretty, and like you said, when we did a pod 2 weeks ago where Griff brought this point up at the start of the podcast and said that he saw Dana White drinking Prime at a press conference.
Yeah.
And said it's pretty likely that there's going to be a deal in the next couple of weeks.
I just got a little fucking tingle in me Griff senses, and I was like,
yeah, like, why would he be drinking it there when they're like not affiliated?
He should have a monster.
Yeah, like if they're not going to be affiliated. Good pick, Griff.
You got to fucking watch out, mate. But I also feel like
not have noticed that. And I bet you like thousands of people, like other people, wouldn't have as well.
Nah. I didn't see much about like people being like, oh, this is going to happen. Like I didn't see much about that. But it leads me into thinking that Dana could be trying to move away from Monster due to the guy that doesn't run it, but he runs like the combat sports promotion side, Hans or something like that. I can't think of his name.
Hans Moleman?
Yeah. The name sounds familiar. Like not familiar, but
this is Moleman in the morning. Good Moleman to you. Episodes I can't remember what the number is. Just like the agonizing pain in which I live every day.
That's from The Simpsons, that guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like this guy's name's Hans something. I'm trying to find him now. But he's got heaps of beef.
He's Hans Mole Man in my head forever now.
Oh, his name's Hans Molecamp.
Fuck.
So like that's why I was like straight away like maybe I think that might be it. I seen Ned laugh and I'm like okay, something sus here. Okay, so this guy is the entrepreneur for Monster, and he's got like massive beef with he's got massive beef with lots of people in the UFC. So I reckon it could be Dana's way to move away from him and move into another guy that's going to have heaps of beef with people in the UFC. So you know, just a great business move.
What a lateral step, hey?
Yeah. We'll just go away from one guy that's beefing with people to another. But I don't know. Logan seems to get along with people.
Logan just needs to stick to fucking like wrestling and stay away from actual combat sports.
Yeah, well, I did want to touch on like everyone would have seen that fucking clip of him at the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely fucking. We'll get into that later anyway. We'll discuss it in fucking detail. But yeah, before we move too far away from this point, because apparently you also mentioned, I can't remember whether it was just in passing or whether it was on that actual podcast, that Logan said in the past that he wants to do a UFC fight. So do you think there's potential that's what there's something in this deal that's probably encapsulated that as well?
I hope so. I feel like he will do all right and like against like a trash can. Because he's got
100%. He's got good like wrestling.
Yeah, he's got really good wrestling. He's got mediocre boxing.
He's a pretty big dude as well. Like
yeah,
he's not a little man.
Yeah, he's fucking jacked. So I reckon he'll do well in the wrestling aspect. But like as soon as you put him in the air with someone that can kick or punch, he's gonna get fucking lit up. Or like I don't know, put him in there against like Chimaev or something. He's gonna get fucking eaten alive.
That'd be fucking amazing.
But you can do the CM Punk route and just give him a fucking. Well, CM Punk got it pretty rough because they put him in there with Mickey Gall, who they thought was a trash can because he had 2 fights. But Mickey Gall's not a trash can. He beat like Sage Northcutt and shit. Like he's a good fighter. So like they just fuck CM Punk in that way. So
CM Punk just seems to get fucked wherever he goes.
I mean,
at some point you got to look at your life and be like, what's the common denominator here?
But
well, like he just causes heaps of fucking ruckus. The cunt.
And in the lead up to his like debut and shit, like CM Punk, it was like, I'm gonna fucking be exactly like Brock Lesnar, and it's like Dana went, no, you're not here.
Brock Lesnar is a fucking genetic freak.
Have this like Mickey Gall, who was what would have been like a 19, 20-year-old kid at that time.
Yeah, but like a 19, 20-year-old kid who was already a brown belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it would have just been a Dana's like, here then, you think you're going to be champion, have this 19-year-old.
Yeah.
And he's going to fuck your life. You can't even beat this kid.
Either that or maybe CM Punk wasn't that good because the second guy he fought in the UFC was like an actual. I think Dana felt bad. He's like, fuck, I kind of stitched you up here, CM Punk. That's what he calls him. He just calls him CM. Like, CM, I kind of stitched you up here, bud. Like, here you go. I'll give you an actual trash can. And then it just turned out that Punk couldn't fight because this guy beat the shit out of him too. So it's just it's a shit show.
Fucking hell. But on the last no, sorry, you go.
I honestly think Logan might do all right in MMA. Just because he's like physical, he's big, and he's got good wrestling. I don't know if Jake's got wrestling as well, but his jiu-jitsu's going all right.
Against the right opponent, he's definitely going to come out on top.
Yeah.
But let's just get to the last point of the whole like collaboration deal here, and the fact that like the UFC is going to be here in 2 weeks. So, and then I think it actually sort of half answers your question before, because I'm not really sure exactly when the launch is, but I know that Logan Paul and I think maybe KSI as well are both coming over here to be at the UFC event to actually like announce it officially, I believe.
I think I did call that as well. I said they'll announce it in Australia.
Yeah. So, which I mean, you would also assume means that the drink is coming over here as well. So,
well, I mean, I can't wait to try it. Was that good?
That's good. Did you read that correctly off your phone?
Yeah.
While Mike Maljack holds you at gunpoint behind the camera.
My favorite my favorite flavor is grape. It's delicious.
You know what my favorite flavor is? The Twitter hate that I've been throwing at Mike Maljack. For some reason, we don't follow him on Twitter, but he keeps popping up. So I just have a habit now of retweeting everything that he says with the caption of "Shut up, Mike."
Shut up, Mike.
Just nothing intense. Just shut up, Mike. No one cares. You're old.
Yeah.
Lana Rhodes doesn't love you anymore. Move along.
Yeah, she got knocked up by a black guy.
Pretty sure it was Kevin Durant.
Is he an actor? Or he's a basketball player, right?
He is a basketball player. Oh my God, Froome. I can't wait for you to watch his pod from today. One of the funniest. Oh. Oh, I love how hard you try.
What do you mean?
With the LA Galaxy thing.
The Lakers?
Yeah. Oh, you were close.
He plays for the Brooklyn Nets.
Who does?
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that specific black guy.
That black guy who knocked up that.
No, I'm that guy. But do we know that it's her? I mean, fuck. I'd be claiming it. Someone was like, I heard you knocked up Lana Rhodes. I'd be like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Collar's the kid.
Pretty black, I'm pretty sure.
There's your answer. It's definitely not Mike's. But speaking of dating situations,
I hope it's George's. It'd be funny as. I hope it just slammed one other.
Get him, George.
Let's talk shit, Mike.
He just announces it on the podcast and just flips all the fucking microphones and walks off.
Yeah.
But yeah, like speaking of weird dating situations, this the second thing that we've got in our notes here. Have you guys seen anything about this pop up in the news? This girl, she's like 23 years old. I think she's in the States or something like that. But she's got I think it's like the same sort of disease that Hasbulla guy has, where she's like, you know, she's 23 years old, but she's physically stuck in the body of like an 8 to 10-year-old girl.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's just been a whole lot of uproar now because she started dating like a regular sized guy.
Like, yeah. What? I need some background information on this guy. Is he mentally challenged?
No, see, that's the thing. He's just a regular dude. As far as I've had it explained to me.
Give me a look at this lady. Lady? What do we call her? Do we call her a girl? Do we call her a lady?
Well, she's technically a lady. She's 23 years old.
But, okay, yeah, because that always confused me with Hasbulla, because I was like, why does this kid keep popping up? And then someone was like, the dude's like fucking older than like a kid. I'm like, no, he's not. So, but that Hasbulla dude has the mentality of a kid still. Does this chick have the mentality of a child?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen any like video or anything like that. All I saw was I saw like a photo and like a little bit of a story on it, but then I was listening to the Flagrant podcast the other day and they were talking about it. Just about the actual like
I can't Google
weird
that.
Mechanics of it kind of thing.
I can't Google that.
Well, they were just making the point of like
I just started Googling 8-year-old girl.
All right, Pete.
Yeah, fucking hell. I'll make the comments. It's taken over. How do I Google this? Man, dating.
Girl that looks 8.
Yeah, that would probably be your best way to Google it. But they were making the point of like, is there like something wrong with this guy kind of thing?
No, yeah, there is. There's 100% something wrong with that. Looks like a fucking child. What's he doing?
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's not like he looks like he's like mentally challenged or even like he's not a bad looking dude.
Like I was saying something where it was like his fucking family and shit or whatever sticking up for him saying like he's not a creep or something. But like I didn't dive too much into it because I don't know. I just
oh man, no, that's a fucking big issue, man. Because like if this lady, because she's a lady, she's a grown woman in that body, breaks up with this fucking dude, his next person that he's going to want to go for is something that resembles her. That's a big issue, man. Like you look at it, like if you break up with someone that you're like into, the next person that you generally go for, generally, not always, generally will go for will have similar traits to them, look-wise. That's a big fucking, yeah, no. That's why I said generally. Not always. Depends. You can't go from a fucking minus 7,000. You can't go from a minus 7,000 to a fucking blower. It's fucking impossible. But this guy's got fucking issue written all over him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the real like big question that needs to be asked. It's like, how, like, obviously there is some form of physical attraction there, right? So why are you physically attracted to her? That's just, I don't think there's any explanation that he can give that makes that an all right answer.
I want to know how they met. I also want to know that. Did he just walk up to her and start trying to chat her up? It's a fucking issue in itself too.
I've seen a thing saying that apparently he watched, there was like a video on her or something where like she was being interviewed or something and like talking about like her life or whatever and how she's trapped in that body or whatever, and he's seen that and then he inboxed her or some shit and that's how they started talking.
Okay.
So
that makes it weird.
Yeah, like, but I don't know.
I bet his name's Robert. There's no fucking doubt about it.
I don't know what the story was like exact. I don't know if the story was like based around her life or fucking like whatever, but he's seen some form of story on her and slid in her DMs.
He was like, finally, it's my fucking chance. I can do what I love to do without going to jail.
All right, so this is the point that they made. It's like, if there is something wrong with him, like in that way, if he is attracted to children, is he doing the right thing by dating somebody who is of age but covers his... Because like that's seriously... No, that's seriously an argument. Like, if he has that proclivity in his head to do that kind of thing, if he's not with somebody like that who he can, you know, take his urges out on, is he not potentially just going to go out there and do that to a child?
Yeah, fucking, I don't...
It's a real difficult argument to make, but my stipulation on it was going to be, right, and like Froome sort of solved it for me.
A pedo that's found a loophole, you think that?
Yeah, kind of. No, it's like I said, it's like the way they're explaining it on a Flagrant podcast, but the stipulation that I was going to make is, and like you sort of explained it for me by saying how they met, is if like, say for instance, he just like randomly added her and like, you know, because that would kind of be easy to hide a little bit in photos, if you get what I mean, kind of thing. It'd be easier to sort of like portray that you're a little bit taller or you're like your stature is different kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think even her facial structure looks like a child.
Yes, it does. But you could you could just play it off in your own head and make your own things on it if you didn't actually know the facts about it, is what I'm saying. And then maybe you could have like liked her on a personal level before you actually found that out, kind of thing. But for him to see her on a show, then inbox her, it's like, okay, you obviously knew what the problem was, so there is a little bit something fucking weird about it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Everything about this whole situation makes me kind of like agitated.
Yeah.
It's like I said, like he's going to be finished with this girl who looks like a small child. Like, fair enough, she's not. I guarantee he's going to go for fucking something that's similar the next time. And that's fucking fucked up because there's how many of them, I don't know what the condition's called. I'm not trying to fucking be like, how many of them is there? But how many of them people are in the world?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like what are the numbers? Like, one in how many are born with that condition?
Yeah. So it's not just like, oh yeah, no, he's just going to fuck, you know, plenty of fish in the sea. It might not be that kind of situation. And so obviously that's what he's attracted to, because you can be like, oh, I just really liked a personality that I saw on a fucking ad. Fuck off. Fucking pedo.
Yeah, you're not going to be with someone if you're not attracted to them.
No, fuck no.
Maybe he's just got a real small piece and he's trying to compensate.
Just gets a... Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I mean, the whole situation screams red flag to me, though. That's all I can say.
100%. And, you know, there's probably not much more to say on that, but speaking of red flags.
Wait. There is one more thing, though.
There is one more thing?
Do you reckon Hasbulla goes around slinging meat? Froome just, as soon as I say there's one more thing, Froome just starts laughing. Do you reckon Hasbulla's gone around like slinging meat, though? Do you reckon that's fucking...
To who?
Bitches? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, well, like,
Like I never thought about Hasbulla fucking bitches.
This guy just comes home one day to his lovely fucking house and fucking home that he's made with this bitch, and he's just getting cucked out by Hasbulla.
Yeah. You couldn't even be that mad, are you? Like,
and then he just does that thing where he just yells at him and gets security to close the door. Nah!
Yeah, like what would people do if some Sheila wanted to start dating Hezbollah? Like, what would be the
I feel like because he's a dude, everyone would be like, man, whatever, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
legitimately.
You know what I mean? Like, it's one of them topics. It's like if you flip it the other way, how would people feel?
I hope Hasbulla's out there. He's fucking got a little mini bed, bro. He's got a bed that's up to his like knee height, bro. He's got one leg up. He's fucking going hard in it. Get the fuck off him. Hasbulla's slanging meat. You can't tell me he's not.
Just got some bitch in doggy standing up on the bed.
Yeah, there's one leg up. I reckon. Get off her.
He's on like a step ladder and a stool.
Yeah.
So he can get one leg up far enough.
Fucking hell.
Oh, it's one of them ladders,
God.
one of them ladders where you can shorten the legs and like stuff up under the table, makes it the right height.
All I can imagine is like when he finally finishes, it's like that sound of that meme. Remember that turtle fucking ratio where it's like
I was waiting, you know the one where it's like midgets jump into like water, it makes a little plonk sound. I was waiting like he finishes and it's like oh, that's a good one.
I seen one of them the other day of a midget throwing like a stick and then some bloke's just like throwing a toothpick into his arm.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's normal about him. Everything else is small except for
he's just packing, you reckon?
No, not even that. Just the force that it comes out. It's just like the regular. So just like he just like has a fucking ricochet for every time.
He's like whole body's like
he like leads her into the room and she's like, why is there like padding everywhere? And he's like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you'll see. It's
like that. Yeah, it's like that scene from Scary Movie.
What scary? Which one?
I remember which one it is. It's like I think it's the second one. Seth Green.
Which one's the second one?
First
one's the mask killer. Second one,
they're in that. They all go to that house.
Yeah, the hand one. Grab my
yes.
All right, yeah,
that one.
Yeah,
and she finally has like sex with Seth Green's character at the end, and he like
on the road.
he like shrinks into a skeleton.
Yeah,
dude, that's
such a fucking good movie. Like when she's getting fucked by the ghost and she's like go up the roof and shit. So busted. Anyway,
yeah. As I was saying, speaking of red flags, why don't we move on to some other shit that I've seen? I think it was just earlier today, actually. Apparently, Kanye West has sort of disappeared off the face of the planet for the last couple of weeks. Reappears married.
I called it again. Fuck off me.
For one. To some random white woman. And has been videoed shopping at a Balenciaga store after like being one of the people that publicly decried their ad campaign. So did you guys hear about the weird Balenciaga ad campaign that came out like a couple of months ago?
No, I didn't.
Kanye's cooked, but cooked that cunt.
On the cook.
He's definitely fucking cooked. But so the whole Balenciaga thing, there was like some weird ass fucking campaign where like they posted like a bunch of photos of like obviously people modeling their clothing and shit like that. But then there was weird like fucking photos and stuff that were in like the background of these photos or the images and imagery that led towards like child like sex imagery and like actually like showed like children in like weird fucking sexual positions and imagery and all that kind of shit. So people were like literally like, why the fuck is a multi-billion or a multi-million-dollar fashion outfit doing this shit?
Yeah, that's weird as fuck.
So, like, yeah, a bunch of people came out and obviously publicly decried them. Kanye was one of those people, being a affluent, like, black personality. They do tend to outfit themselves with those designer labels. And then, yeah, all of a sudden just, like, disappears, comes back after a couple of, like, I think it's been, like, 2 or 3 months or some shit he's been gone for. It's been a while.
They need to fucking
reappears married to some white woman shopping at a Balenciaga store. Sorry, what did you say?
It's like because he was like saying a whole bunch of shit and then he just like disappeared.
Yeah,
like he was just gone.
What a fucking Well, like, from my understanding,
Crack, yeah.
they give you a bit of a fucking call or a message, and they're like, you should come to this party. You go to the little party, weird shit happens. You get like photographed doing weird shit, and then you got to like fall under their rules and whatnot. It's like, so maybe something like that's happened. I don't know.
Who fucking knows?
Maybe he's found a white woman with like, that mean puss on her. Fucking what she says goes, I don't know.
The throat goat.
She might be the throat goat.
Got that Glock 9000.
Or she might have worked out the math with the cunt, and she's just got it firing.
We'll get into that later.
She's got it firing ready for him.
But it sort of leads me to think that, like, if they can, turn around and do this to somebody like Kanye, who the fuck's next? Is it the fucking that bald bloke over in Romania?
Goldberg.
I said, is it that bald bloke over in Romania?
I thought you were asking who was next. And then you mentioned a bald guy, and I was like, I think that's Goldberg. Yeah, I mean, there's some weird shit going on with them at the moment. They keep on getting like moved. For one, their sentence was only meant to be 30 days. It's been 30 days. They got locked up on the 1st, so they should have been out yesterday.
Yep.
They're being like getting moved a fair bit recently, back and forth between like their cells and the courtroom. But we're just getting absolutely no information about what's happening. Apparently they're like still trying to get evidence, so that's like a good sign for the Tates, I guess. Probably, yeah, it means they haven't fucking found fuck all yet, and they're just like kind of like looking for a needle in a fucking haystack.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to shut up, though, because even when they come out now from, like, they're going from, like, just the van that they get out of to inside, like, they're still just talking. Like, all about the Matrix, like, yeah. This is just proof of everything we've said.
I've seen videos of that, yeah. Of them, like, trying to yell at all the reporters and stuff.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to stop talking. Like, I don't know. So fucking, I think at next it'll be like, oh, no, fucking, this happened. And it'll just be like, oh, yeah, that's a bit weird. Tate just died.
Yeah, it's way more likely that it's all of a sudden like, oh yeah, they just died suddenly somehow.
Yeah,
that happened.
We have no idea how it happened. They fucking
I know.
Yeah, pretty much. Just something fucking, because they're not going to shut up. Like even his brother, who's like says a lot of weird shit and talks a lot, but he's kind of the quieter one out of the two. Even now, he's like always like talking. So I don't know. Be interesting to see what happens with them too.
Yeah.
I reckon they should just fucking listen to the Griff, make Aiden Ross the new Messiah.
Well, it seems like they're going that way. And I mean, sort of on news of like, them and like that whole sort of crew, that Sneeko guy, he's been reinstated to YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen something like that. I don't know if he'll stick to YouTube though, because he seems to be doing pretty well on that Rumble ad?
No, I literally sent a TikTok of him earlier saying this is my last Rumble post because I've been reinstated to YouTube.
Okay. Rumble must be shit then. He was trying to promote everyone over to Rumble, but I feel like that's just because he might have known that he must have thought that he wasn't going to get back onto YouTube, or I don't know.
Yeah. Which is kind of scary as well, because it just goes to show you that even like the most woke individuals that sort of like talk about the Matrix and all these people are out to get you kind of thing will still instantly just turn around and like, yeah, obviously he has to do it for his revenue stream and stuff like that. But as soon as, Big Daddy YouTube turns around and goes, come on, come back, come here, boy. He just goes, okay.
Yeah, well, that's fucking, man, like he's made a lot of money through it and shit.
Exactly. Like I said, he can't really, do anything else about it. That's how he makes his money. If he wants to stay independent and not work fucking 9 to 5 slinging veggies like I do.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that Sneeko dude. He seems alright.
He's actually the most bearable out of like the lot of them, I think.
Yeah, he just seems down to earth to a certain degree. Like he still says some weird shit that you're like, what? But like, yeah.
Because as much as that Aiden guy is like sort of changed, if you like see any videos of him that come up kind of thing, like, yeah, he's making some positive like movements and like definitely making himself a better person because of it. But he also like really Like you can tell that he's putting it on sometimes.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, where I think that sneaker dude was genuinely just like that.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't mind that sneaker dude though. He seems alright. He just like spreads a message about like you just need to work out. That's like his whole message. Like just work out, you'll be better. Work out. I don't know. I feel like he's alright. He done like a interview with that Pearl chick recently.
Okay.
Just Pearly things or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I gave like that a bit of a listen. It was pretty interesting.
She's good to listen to.
Yeah, she's kind of
I like
hot.
her takes on things.
She's kind of hot, just because of her takes and shit. I'm into it. Could be the red hair as well. I do enjoy the redheads.
Before we get into the last two things that we're going to talk about, did we talk about Undisputed at the top of the show?
No. I was just talking to Froome about it before we started.
True. Well, maybe we should just run through that quickly.
Oh, fucking. What a game. What a fucking game. I mean, it's been out for what, 2 days? Something along that? 2 days or something? Yeah, it came out yesterday. Fuck, it feels nice already. A few little things they could probably do to make it better. Well, as Ned says, to take it from good to being good.
Good to gooder.
But I feel like the only thing they can really do is just like add a proper venue, because there's venues in it that like aren't normal venues. Like you're fighting at the WBO arena. Like who gives a fuck? I don't want to fight at the WBO arena. I want to fight at like Madison Square or something like that.
Yeah.
Just like kind of how the punches flow together feels a bit. I don't want to feel like I'm shitting on the game, because I feel like they could leave it like this and I'd be happy with it forever. But if they have to fix anything, I feel like just make the punches smoother and make like power punches not take like 3 minutes to land. Like you walk out from the start of the round, you press the power punch button, and then like as the round's ending, he's like just finished throwing it. Not really, but it takes a while. It does take a while.
I can't wait for you to get your hand on this room.
Oh, it's fucking.
Next time we're all in studio, definitely have a fucking go of it for sure. It's fucking like, yeah, for like I've legitimately never really played a fucking combat sports game, and I was already so fucking happy with how the mechanics and everything felt. So I can imagine you, who invested like hours and hours into something, like all of the fight nights and the UFCs and all of that kind of thing. You're going to play it for like 2 minutes and be like, this is so sick.
Froome will go out and buy a PC that night.
Yeah, that's it. He's legit just calls there and just be like, man, I'm not coming home.
Yeah, it's like fight night on steroids, hey. It's so fucking nice. Like the like directional moving, you can punch while you're moving. Like you can punch as you step back, you can punch as you wrap around. It's just fucking beautiful job. Who the fuck makes it? What's the name of the company?
Steel City Interactive.
Steel City Interactive. Have my fucking babies. I mean, good job. Autocorrect. Crazy times.
But like I said, I'm probably going to end up building a PC before mid-year to get around to it. But you would probably assume that, like, it's early access now. I'd probably give it about 6 months or something like that for consoles.
Honestly, with how good the game is already, I'd probably give them less. Hey, I mean, I reckon all they got to do is like build the career mode, like make the career mode, because I don't think they've done that yet. They've got like the basic concept of what they want to do with it, but like that'll take a lot of work, because you got to have like, you can't just make it stale and repetitive, or you just get the fuck over it.
Explain the title fight mode to Froome.
There's some mode. I can't remember what the fuck it is, but it's
title
essentially
fight, wasn't it? Wasn't that what it's called?
Prize fights. Prize fights. That's fine.
That's it.
So it's essentially like Fury versus Wilder's there, Ward versus Gardy. So once a week they add more fights in, and they're like, you go over and redo like classic fights. Like they had it in one of the UFCs. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got that same kind of concept in the game, which is fucking dope as dope I ever fucking smoked.
But there's like 3 available to you every week, and then they all come at different varying levels of, like, the AI will be more difficult as you go up.
Yeah.
So like starts at intermediate, then hard, then it's like undisputed, which is the highest level.
And then they take like, you'll start fights with like a handicap. So it might start you in like the 5th round and you've just been rocked or dropped the last round or something.
Yeah, right.
Which is fucking mad. I can't wait. I love that in games where it gives you something to like, you can just go to a fight now mode. It's fun. Or you can be like, oh, fuck, I still got to fucking finish this fight. And you go in and do it. I like that. I like that whole game. Like, I love it.
Dude, once that's like out and we can all play it like cross play and then Skate comes out, we're not going to get a lot done.
What podcast?
Yeah, literally. Eggplant who?
Podcast will just be us like, wait, what? Wait, what?
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I met you over there.
Yeah.
You getting bored of this? You want to punch on? Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Go start fucking each other up.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh, fuck it hell.
Good times.
I mean, yeah, like it's only just come out, so there's going to be some. You probably think that there's going to be some like updates in the next couple of weeks, and then they're going to be probably adding more fighters. They're going to be adjusting the modes, all that kind of thing. So we'll probably just try and give like maybe like a every couple of weeks update or something and how it's going.
I can get around to doing that.
100%.
Putting a bit of time into it. Oh, it's so nice, man. We haven't had a boxing game in like 12 years.
Well, I bet having a brand new phone also feels nice as well, Griff, doesn't it?
It does. Tell you what would have felt nicer, Nettie.
Tell me.
Just waiting an extra 12 hours. And the 23 got announced. I don't know if it got dropped or I don't know if it's dropping soon. But I got the 22. I mean, I'm stoked with it. It's fucking dope. But like,
but that's just universal timing of Griff actually finally goes out and gets a new phone. Oh, we'll just drop a better one right now.
Maybe the first time in history I've just went and got a brand new phone.
Like Samsung CEO woke up and called his like head of marketing in the middle of the night. He's like, "No, we're going to change the date." Like, what do you mean? Everything's set for like a month from now. No, tomorrow. Tomorrow we drop the phone. I just got this feeling. I got her.
You see that new number just register? I don't like that. What do you reckon he put the new SIM card in? I don't know. We might do some background tracks. Oh fuck! It looks like he just bought an S22. Drop him right now. Fuck him. I could stitch up, mate.
Oh, absolutely fucked.
But I mean, the S23 looks stupid. Like in a good way. It's got like a 200 megapixel camera on it.
What?
Just stupid. Like this has got like a pretty good camera on it. Like, yeah, I was looking at the specs of that camera and I'm like, that thing's better than going and buying a DSLR. Probably cheaper too.
It's just insane.
Yeah. It is.
Like you don't understand, well, I don't know, you sort of understand why it's necessary because everybody needs to like technologically advance to like outdo their competition, but at some point in time, it's just like our eyes aren't even that good.
Well, our eyes can see like 60 hertz, I believe, which is like 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
My phone, for some reason, this one has 120 hertz mode that you can just turn on. It was like, oh yeah, cool. Like I can fucking scroll through my phone at 120 hertz. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, it's the same as my computer. It's got 165 hertz refresh rate. It's like, what? Like, my eyes can't keep up with that.
No, yeah, it's not like it's made for gaming either. So it's not like you could be like, oh, I'm gaming on it. Like, YouTube pretty much has like a 60 hertz limit. So it's not like you're watching anything higher than 60. I don't know. Hurts my brain.
Hurts your brain.
You like that one, eh?
Yeah, I should see myself out for that one.
I liked it. I fucking love it.
I don't know.
Dad jokes. You've been fucking knocking bitches up.
What?
Dad jokes. Just everywhere, bro. Fucking.
Where's the mask?
Okay,
no, but why don't we roll into our last two topics here? We had the Royal Rumble this week.
We did.
It was this week or last week or one of the two?
Like one of the days.
The weekend that just passed, the Sunday.
We did too.
Cody Rhodes coming through, taking the male Royal Rumble.
Making a comeback.
Fucking comeback, all right, Nettie.
You would say.
Fuck, that can't look.
Speaking of comebacks, Nettie, I'd come on Ray Ripley's back.
Oh. I should have known it was going there.
I mean, who
I
wouldn't?
think you'd have to fight her for it.
I'll fucking do that. I'll do what I tell. I like the idea you pitched to me earlier. That's a heaps better idea.
We're gonna pitch that Sky Nicholson and Rhea Ripley fight for Griff's love through me.
Oh,
Winner.
have him duel it out.
Winner take all match.
And then just
Winner gets all of that.
All
just
the
do
Griff.
that honey badger fucking cunt did on The Bachelor that got all the women fucking angry.
What did he do?
Went through the whole show and got to the end and just picked no cunt and went home by himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think we know it.
Full like 3 months worth of television.
Yeah. And he's like,
Trying to win this cunt. Two bitches get to the end and he goes, I don't think I want either of you, and just fucking goes home by himself.
What a champ, eh? What a fucking champ. I mean, I wouldn't leave future ex Mrs. Griff Sky just standing there on her own. That'd be fucking rude.
I hope that no knockouts in that, and I might slip the judges a bit of cash and we'll call it a draw and Griff goes home with both.
Both. Okay, I love that, eh? I love that idea. That's my favourite idea out of all of them.
Griff would be a happy man.
Fucking Griff would be fucking doing the dishes. Yeah, I'll do it right now. Fucking.
Like, have you seen them fucking, like, them shorts and that of, there's like Hezbollah and it's like taking your chick out on a date and there's like one of them chicks like punching one of them fucking punching things at like the arcade. Then it just like it cuts to a video of like Hezbollah just washing the dishes.
Yeah.
Like,
That'd be me, bro. I'd be fucking living on the edge. Like, oh fuck. What if he's on? Don't hurt me.
Bro.
It'd be
I feel
worth
like
it.
Rhea Ripley would use you as a bodysuit to fuck Sky Nicholson.
And I'd fucking be about it. I wouldn't be.
she's got a Velcro suit that just tapes you to the front of herself and just.
Oh, I'd do it with the biggest fucking smile on my face. I'd take it like a champ. You can't fucking.
Oh fucking hell! I didn't think you'd get more off the rails than earlier, but
Nah,
here we are.
fuck it.
Gonna be some good shorts from today.
Rhea Ripley comes through and she came in entry number 1 of the Women's Royal Rumble. I don't know how many women they have, but I'm guessing it's 30 as well. It'd be pointless having a Royal Rumble that was like 10 people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they have 30 women.
No, I believe they did.
Yeah, well, she came in first and she won it. So she's going to go on to WrestleMania, face the champ, whoever she picks.
But anyway,
I feel like she might be the first Aussie to ever win a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, she is.
What a lady.
And it's interesting that she keeps her accent.
Does she? I haven't ever heard her talk.
Yeah, if you watch like any like promo stuff like that she does,
I just
mesmerized.
Yeah. After what?
He's just like, what?
Okay,
she doesn't like Americanize her voice or anything like that. She uses her Australian accent in like all of her, like she just plays and like she's just Australian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
I've heard that. She's like a big Motionless in White fan. I know that much. Oh my god.
Is she?
Yeah. She they wrote her a song to walk out to, which is
really
fucking dope. Yeah, that's so fucking cool.
That's pretty cool.
I could imagine, because she was like a massive fan of them beforehand. Like she used to come out and do the Mitch stomp thing, like the stomp.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so she used to do that. Yeah, just a massive metalhead, and then obviously, they worked it out so they would write, her song because she looks like him. Like if you look at pictures of them next to each other, they're like, she's a jacked version of him.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is but dope. But I'm speaking of I just want to touch on something else. Ronnie Radke. Stop it.
Yeah, just give it a rest.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah, Ronnie.
He's like fucking 75 and still just making metal /rap songs.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. I don't have the energy. I fucking don't. What is that noise? Anyway.
Ronald.
Fucking hearing shit.
Ronald Radke.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Just take a step back, old man.
All right, well, can we touch back on this fucking Logan Paul Ricochet fucking double clothesline.
All right, yeah, because that'll lead us into what I actually wanted to talk about. So did you see it for me?
Of him and that cunt like launching each other across the ring.
Yeah.
I did see that.
That was fucking. I don't have much good to say about him right now. That was fucking dope.
It was.
I guarantee he wouldn't have been able to get that done. He wouldn't have been able to make it as far as he did without Prime. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Prime. Drink it now.
What was your favorite flavor again, Griff?
No, grape. That's a cheat.
Oh, timestamp that one for me. Fuck me. And that's gonna get us cancelled.
Oh, baby.
Anyway, it was a fucking like amazing athletic feat.
Like the end of a sitcom.
Fucked.
Today on Destination Fucked.
We got fucking Griff.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, fuck.
I can't wait, like, legitimately, the day that we click over into monetization, it's just going to be like a black screen and fucking static every time Griff comes up. Just,
yeah.
That's right, Griff.
That screen that used to come up.
What the fuck is that guy saying?
Like that screen that used to come up at the end of a movie that was just like all different colors. Like,
yeah. Just me.
Technical difficulties.
I mean, we all know I'm a big Kobe fan.
Oh, enough. Oh no, no more Kobe. No more. It was like 4 times today already. We're getting too far away from the point. So I wanted to talk about, because like you said, Cody Rhodes won the male Royal Rumble, and I think this was his like return after like close to a year or something like that, after that gnarly fucking pec injury that he had.
He spoke about that pec injury. Sorry to fucking cut you off.
No, go.
He spoke about the pec. He was on Impulsive. I don't know. I'm guessing after the Royal Rumble, so I'm guessing it was probably today that he was on there. But yeah, he was talking about that, and it was from weightlifting. Which,
really
interesting. Yeah, apparently, it was just him and one other dude in the gym. The other dude was doing CrossFit, but Cody Rhodes, like, you know, when you're working out, you just get things in your head, like, this guy's trying to fucking do this, do that.
Yeah.
So he's got this thing in his head that guy was, like, out to outwork him or something, and just tried to go straight to, like, 325 or maybe heavier. And, yeah, just didn't even, like, get it down. Just, like, unracked it, and then apparently it just split.
Oh.
Like, tore. And he reckons, like, it sounded like Velcro just getting, like ripped off. Fucking disgusting. But,
oh yeah, it's fucked. Like I've seen a video of some cunt doing it to his did it to his bicep. It's literally like, it's like if you've ever seen like an old, like, you know how like if you like get a piece of paper that's rolled up and you like roll it down and then let go of it and it like furls back up like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the muscle did in his arm. Like it's like it was here and then it just went like and just like went up to there.
Fuck that.
Yeah, because it completely it literally rips itself off the bone, which is so fucking hard to heal.
And this cunt wrestled a whole match like that.
Yeah.
The fuck? I could get him into a fucking pair of gloves. I don't want to see him wrestle. I want to see fucking someone try and knock him out. Or just someone land the cleanest liver shot they've ever landed in their life and him just like spit up a bit of blood and then just keep fighting.
Spit it into their mouth and keep going.
Fuck, what would it take to fucking slow that cunt down, bro? He's like, it's not like he wrestled like, oh yeah, we'll just like wrestle like a soft match. Fucking him and fucking Seth Rollins wrestled like a Hell in a Cell or something and went fucking hard at it. He was copping like chair shots to it and shit.
Yeah, I remember seeing like footage of that. It was fucking rough.
What a man.
Like if you didn't know what was going on from the start, you just looked at it, you'd be like, oh, they painted that guy's chest weird because it like, I don't know if you'd seen it through me, but it was literally like the bruise like starts like here on his chest and goes like all the way over his shoulder, down his fucking arm. Like it's just bright purple.
No, I haven't seen it.
It was fucking insane. I don't know how he physically performed during it. It was crazy.
Nah, neither, man. Fuck me dead. But performed like a good match too.
Like we said, he returned during this Royal Rumble. So I kind of wanted our WWE nostalgia moment this week to be talking about some of the best Rumble returns. Because there's been a good few over the last couple of years. I mean, probably in the last, it's 2023 now. I'd say last 15 years or something like that. Once people have sort of really had time to be out of the business and then come back and make an impact kind of thing.
I got mine already. I knew it would happen. I knew we'd get to the segment and one would just fucking pop into mind. John Cena makes a return at, I can't remember what Royal Rumble. It was a
2008.
Royal Rumble. Just a fucking mad moment, but also just real cool how they had the venue set up. I remember the venue was like
real tight.
Yeah, there was like the ring and then the fucking Titantron, maybe 15 meters away from the ring. And then the crowd's all gathered around the Titantron. And then, it gets down to fucking John Cena walks out with his hat down and just a fucking sick moment. Triple H was in the ring, turned around oh no. I wish I still had that thing up.
It was a fucking, I've seen that moment pop up on TikTok the last couple of weeks, actually. Since we've been talking about it more and it's in the algorithm more.
Yeah.
Just the fucking crowd pop when he walks out is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to kind of go off. I'm trying to no Royal Rumble returns have ever been really a big moment for me. I've never been that excited.
Yeah, that's more what I'm trying to get towards. It's not I'm excited for this. It's more just oh wow, this is a cool moment for everybody to experience because everybody here is obviously just losing their mind about it.
Yeah, I'd probably say that one. That one was just really cool just because of the pop that he got. And the venue itself too was just made it cool.
I think it was at the Garden.
That's fucking so dope, man. That venue. Just the tight kind of venue.
Have you got one for him?
Trying to think. Fuck, it's been that long since I fucking watched wrestling. I don't remember
Well, I can talk about mine if you want to quickly look something up and jog your memory. Because I sort of had to do that as well. Because I was nearly going to say the one that you had, Griff. But my one, on the list, it's listed as 2010 or something like that. But I think it was later that he actually, the video that I've seen for it, Edge returned 2014 or I think it might have been 2016 or something actually. So a fair bit later because he'd been off for I think he sort of semi-retired and was off with a bad injury and stuff like that.
He full retired. I know the one you're talking about. He was well, if he got told by his doctor, if you ever wrestle again, you could not walk.
Yes.
So yeah, he was done with the business.
And the reason, why it was so good is because in the context of the video that I seen it in, it was exactly that. It was all the full build up of him saying, "Oh, the doctor told me I'll never be able to wrestle again." Him working out, getting back to an actual physical form where he could do it. Then the whole night, getting his outfit, putting his outfit on backstage just before he walks out, and everybody else, all the other superstars are there, just fuck yeah, ready for him to come out because they've worked with him before. And then he's married to Beth Phoenix. Yes. Yeah. So his music hits, which his music is fucking iconic. That Alter Bridge song. And then it sort of cuts backstage and his wife's crying and it's just a nice fucking moment for him. And then you actually see him walk out and you can see that he is he can barely perform because he's just so fucking moved by the moment. Everyone loses their fucking mind.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And he looks like he's on the verge of tears, which is it's just a real wholesome moment overall, but just such a fucking, once again, the pop that came when that You Think You Know Me fucking clip hits and then all the music just kicks in. It's just so crazy.
That would have probably been my pick if I didn't pick the John Cena one, to be honest.
Because
just another that one's probably even sweeter actually because I don't even know why John Cena was out. He was probably making a movie.
Yeah,
it wasn't any oh, you're out because he fucking broke his pussy. I don't fucking know. He was out making movies. But then Edge's one was actually dope because he came back from a career ending. I remember him retiring. It was oh fuck, dude. What the fuck? Edge. He was there when I started watching it and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Edge. Edge's one was dope. And his entrance music was heaps better.
Oh, so good.
Like, what does John Cena's old one even say at the start? Does it say, I'm a dude?
I can't even remember. I know he wrote both of his own theme songs.
Yeah, I just want to know what the first words are because it sounds like, I'm a dude.
That's a it's from an old rap song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just not him letting us know that he's a dude.
No, it's definitely not. Did you end up finding one for me?
Nothing in that short amount of time, but I think there was one where the Undertaker might have made a return. I can't remember if he was on his Harley or not. So I think there was one in like I remember if there was an earlier one, but there was one in like 06 where he returned with like come out with like a horse and fucking chariot. I'm pretty sure.
I do vaguely remember that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of which one that was.
It was like it was like it would have been early 2000s.
That might have been the one he won. Because I know I can't remember what, I think he might have come in at number 1, maybe. And like went through, nah, he's too old for that shit.
I mean, he can't really not come in at number 1. He's fucking takes him 4 hours to get to the ring.
It does, eh?
The match should be over.
This coming out, there's just 3 people walked past him to get to the ring. Like, oh, this fucking
We were
guy.
just like trying to can I just
Yeah, sorry, take up. I'm just gonna squeeze through. Knock over one of the fucking, what are them fucking things are? What are they? Fucking
pallbearers?
Nah, they're druids. They've actually
yeah.
named druids. Knock over a druid. Fucking burns the Undertaker with his fucking stick. You've just caught fucking 3rd-degree burns to the Undertaker now. Fuck no.
Oh, fucking hell.
Everything's falling apart.
Oh, fucking hell.
We should get druids, eh?
Yeah, we should get druids. Just stand behind us.
Do we do that?
Podcasting.
Do we do that for like 1K? We'll just get a druid each.
What?
Standing there.
We'll just get one and just have an extra camera for him. Just stand him in the corner.
That's another. Yeah, that's
A
a cool idea.
burning torch the entire time.
I love that for us, though.
Oh, fucking hell. How would we go for?
Hour? 2 minutes?
Fuck it. Let's just save the last topic for next week. I think it'll be more interesting. I need a bit more time to flesh it out anyway. And we do have some
To flesh it
other
out.
news to get to.
Fucking flesh it out, alright? Yeah.
So don't hold on too long. I'm going to have to hit that cricket sound clip again.
I just want to touch on another moment, just because I don't think we'll ever talk about this moment again.
Yeah.
But like, it led into, I can't remember who actually won the Royal Rumble. I think it might have been Benoit. Anyway, but him,
I'm worried about where this is going, but yeah.
no, that's why I want to bring it up now, because it's like
toothless aggression.
Toothless aggression, bro. Don't fuck around. Well, I mean, fuck around and find out. But I like, it's hard to bring him up without it being a joke. So I just want to touch on it while we're like, it was just in my head. But the moment, like one of my favorite moments in wrestling might be like the moment of like him and Eddie Guerrero in the ring after they both won their titles. And they're like hugging in the middle of the ring, crying and shit.
Yeah,
that's a wholesome as fuck moment, hey. And I don't know. I was just thinking about wholesome moments, and that's like pretty top tier for me. But it's like you can't really ever mention it, because if you
it's definitely hard to bring up.
The man that was crying in the ring and then went on later to kill his family. Yeah, it was a good moment. It hit me. All right. I just wanted to bring that up so I'll never ever have to mention Chris Benoit on the podcast ever again.
I am not going to hold you to that, because I know for 100% fact you are going to bring up Chris Benoit again.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're on all socials. You can get behind us, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Hit us with a cripple crossface in the fucking comments. See you next time, peace.